This is episode number 199 of the Middle Country Public Library podcast. Hello and welcome. I'm Sal DiVincenzo, joined as usual by my fabulous colleagues, Sarah Fade and Nicole Rambo.
Hello.
How are you ladies doing?
Good.
You're all, you had a nice Thanksgiving, all stuffed?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So what did you have, Sarah? You had your traditional Thanksgiving in a can, right?
Please.
Right?
I have to say, I cooked.
Oh, nice.
And I
Very
made, instead of turkey, I had a ham.
Oh, good.
And I spent way over $20.
Yeah. But was it good?
It was good.
All right, okay.
Good.
And Nicole, what's your vegan holiday like?
Banksy.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
That's good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we are quickly approaching the end of the year here, which is amazing. And we are also approaching our winter 21-22 programming season. And just a little bit of housekeeping. I wanted to mention that on Thursday, December 9th, we'll have registration open for children's and teen programs. And on Friday, December 10th, we'll have the registration for the adult programs. If you have not already received it in the mail, listeners, you should be getting your programming catalog, your quarterly, very shortly. It's a nice-looking one this month. So, definitely check that out. All our programs are also online. You can go to mcplibrary.org, click on programming, and then you'll be able to see everything that we have to offer that's coming up this winter. Can't believe it. It definitely feels like winter today. I'll say that as we're recording this. It is freezing in here. Anyway, let's get to our segments, and we'll start off with Nicole. What do you have this week, Nicole?
So are you guys big art fans?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Depends.
Are you more traditional art, or do you like this sort of like avant-garde sort of art?
Traditional for me.
Yeah.
What about you, Sarah?
Sarah?
I like both.
Yeah.
Yeah, it depends. I don't mind a good modern art.
Yeah, but
Okay.
do you like the stuff where you go to you see like in the art galleries like the MoMA or something like that, and it's literally like a white canvas with a little red dot, and it's called like, Fear or whatever, something like that. Are you into that kind of stuff?
No, it has to speak to me. That's why modern
Right.
art is, so interpretive, because it has to
Yes.
speak to you. So not everything speaks to me, but when it does, I enjoy it. I like a good installation I like immersive stuff sometimes,
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
Did you go to the Van Gogh exhibit?
Did you have something in your throat?
No, that's how you say it. I have a friend who is from Amsterdam, and he got very pissed when people would say Van Gogh. He's like, that is not how you say it.
So how do you say it?
Oh.
I'm just going to go around. If I ever go there, I'm just like, who is this artist? Just to hear them say it.
Yeah.
I'm definitely taking that sound out and putting it in the soundboard.
That's the sound my cat makes. And,
Yes.
there's a fur ball.
All right.
But what about you? Are you into that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I guess I lean towards more traditional. But like Sarah said, if something speaks to me, if I could.
Like literally, if it's like the art where it's
Yes,
like talking
if
to
it's
you.
talking to me.
It says, Nicole.
I like this.
Yeah, I will be into it. I did take an art history class in college. It was like my favorite class. So does Banksy speak to either of you?
As far as like the fact that he like has art and then he has it destroyed like 5 minutes after it goes
Right.
on sale for millions of dollars.
That's
Yeah,
right.
sure.
Yeah.
I kind of dig that.
Yeah, I do like a bit of graffiti paint.
Did he do the Disneyland installation?
Yes,
What was that called?
Dismaland.
Dismaland. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'll give him the credit.
I was
for
gonna
that,
say, I wonder if Sal found this upsetting or
No, I didn't find it upsetting.
no. Okay,
No, it's very
Yeah.
interesting.
So for those listeners who don't know who Banksy is, Banksy is a pseudonym, right? He's anonymous. We don't know who he is, they are, she is. We don't know if it's one person, if it's a group of people.
No, it's interesting. I never thought about the group of people.
Yeah, that's one of the theories. Either way, the persons are English-based street artists, a political activist, a film director, whose real name and identity remain unconfirmed. He started in the 1990s. He has satirical street art, subversive epigrams. This is from Wikipedia. Combined dark humor with graffiti, executed in a distinctive stenciling technique. His works of political and social commentary have appeared on streets, walls, and bridges throughout the world. They think it grew out of the Bristol underground scene. And he collaborates with artists, musicians, and stuff like that. And the Exit Through the Gift Shop is one of his documentaries. It's pretty famous. It was streaming a lot on stuff. We have it here at the library, obviously. So you can check that out if you're interested. It's tells the story of Thierry Guetta, a French immigrant in Los Angeles, and his obsession with street art. So yeah, some famous works that you might be like, oh, I didn't know. I've seen that, but you didn't know who the artist was. So one of his most famous paintings that you're probably like, oh, I've seen that, is called Girl with the Balloon.
Oh, is that the one that got destroyed?
But first,
okay.
it was painted on a wall, like graffiti style painting.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, and then it was like painted over because they thought it was graffiti. Well, it is graffiti, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and this is like where you get into the fact of like what's art? Art's subjective. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's sort of
absolutely. Yeah.
So it was painted as a graffiti, and then it was like painted over. Then in 2017, around there, he made it into like a painting that was framed, right? And it sold at auction at Sotheby's for like 1.4 million.
That's the one.
And as soon as it was sold, the gavel went down and it instantly shredded.
It started to beep, right?
Yeah.
And people like turned around like, why is it beeping?
And then it like went through the shredder.
Oh my goodness gracious.
However, now it's sold for $24.5 million. Originally it was sold at auction for 1.4 million. The shredded version of it, 24.5 million.
It's crazy.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
more pieces.
Yeah. So I wonder if because obviously I would assume he goes again. Like the reason it was shredded was because I think he's not a huge fan of like millions of, like a painting just sitting in some rich person's house,
Sure.
right? So I wonder if they were upset at the fact that now this goes for more.
Yeah, but where does that money go if he's anonymous? Like, how does that work? Does
He
it
has
go to
an
him?
anonymous bank account.
Really?
I'm sure.
Well, he does installations and he does things. So
Okay.
the money. I mean,
Maybe he comes in a mask and like
Right.
something.
Oh,
like,
I
you
see.
know.
he made movies. Like he's paying for things,
He's
so he
paying
has to
for
get
things,
money
yeah,
at
yeah.
somehow. So I'm
Yeah.
sure there's
He might
somewhere
have
that they can
a management team.
That's true.
Right,
know,
yeah.
that
Oh, that says, I represent Banksy.
yeah.
Give us your money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes
I'm
sense.
sure
now.
he's getting his moolah.
Yeah. No, it's just funny because, like you say, he doesn't want it hanging up in some rich person's house, but
Right.
he probably has a rich person's house.
Yeah. So this happened in 2018. So it was Girl with the Balloon was the print,
Mm-hmm.
and then once it got shredded, now it's called Love Is in the Bin. So that's what this called.
Did
now.
he name that, or did the museum name that?
I'm not sure. Banksy's representatives renamed the partially shredded
Oh,
painting
see,
Love Is in
Banksy's
the Bin.
representatives.
So,
That's
yeah.
a scary, I don't know,
Yeah.
a scary thought for me.
Another one that's very
know.
famous is called Love Is in the Air.
He likes the love.
Apparently. It's the one of a guy. It was like painted in Bethlehem on a wall. Like again, it was like on the street, side of a building type of thing. And it looks like they're throwing like a Molotov cocktail sort of like position, but it's a bouquet of roses or a
Okay.
bouquet of flowers.
Yeah,
If you've seen it, you might like recognize it.
We'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah. So he's also very famous for setting up shop at random places and selling his stuff for like $60, and then it comes to
Okay.
find out, oh my god, I got a Banksy, right? He did it back in 2003, and what made me think of all of this and why I was talking about it today is because recently a girl on TikTok, it was like a viral TikTok happened. I like TikTok.
Do you TikTok?
I'm a TikTok. I deleted it from my phone because it truly sucks time.
Yeah, sure.
It is a time it's crazy.
So when you say you TikTok, do you,
No,
you
I don't
monitor?
make anything.
Oh, you
I
don't make
just-
anything?
I just watch
that's
it,
She's
shame.
not a
know.
TikToker. She's
Yes.
a TikTokie.
Yes,
Yeah,
I would have
just-
liked to have seen some TikTokers coming from her.
Absolutely not.
Why do they got anything from Tic Tacs?
So this girl at Call Alex is her like TikTok name. Her name's Colleen. So she made this TikTok that went viral about her saying she thinks she might have bought this Banksy. She lives in New York City. She was going from the west side to the east side or whatever. She was on the subway at the change. She saw
Someone just selling something?
artwork in the
Okay.
subway station that
Okay.
looked similar, the same style, right? There was like a sign that says either Bitcoin or cash, no photos, very
Yes,
Banksy-esque
yes,
of like
yeah.
what he's known for, right?
Uh-huh.
So she kept going home, but she kept thinking about it. So she got $120 out of the ATM, went back, saw some guy in a mask, right? Like a whatever.
Full mask.
Yeah. And like was like, can I get these? And he just like nodded, so she gave him the money and left. So now she's at home and like she's like, are they real? Are they not? Like he apparently does have a a show coming out, like installation happening, and then on the back of one of the paintings, she'll watch two. On the back of one, there's a stamp that says "not authorized," which is actually one of the things that make it possibly authentic, right?
Yeah.
So now she's trying to figure out if it's, real or not, and people are like going crazy, but if they think it is him or think it's not him, like what to look for. And I just like went to her TikTok, whatever, and she's in this limbo. She doesn't want to find out yet. She wants to live in this like bliss of thinking it's real, this like Schrodinger's Banksy, right? Like she doesn't want to know because she just is having such a good time thinking it is real. Yeah. So she's kind of like living in that world right now. So I don't know what she's going to do. If she's going to actually try to authenticate it, or
how would you authenticate
that's
it?
what she apparently there's like a Reddit thread that she is going to look at that kind of tells you how to authenticate different ideas. People have different like theories of how to authenticate it. There was a comment by someone who might be the official Banksy TikTok. He'll never be official, right? Because that goes against what he is. Yeah. That commented, no comment. So does that mean that it's real? So it's all these like wild theories, and people are like,
she does know the nature of social media, right? Like that's probably a troll.
And that's what she said. She's like, is that real? Like, she seems to be in on it, like in on kind of like the idea that it could be a waste of $120. She just bought some like tourist trap of a whatever. Or
but when you think about it, though, it's just something.
Yeah, she likes it.
I was gonna say she put a value on it. She
just bought it because she thought it was a Banksy, then she's an idiot.
Right.
If she liked it, then
right. And
that's fun.
Yeah, that's kind of what she's saying too. So like, I thought it was funny. It was like an interesting little whatever, like got me on an interesting path to look into him more, because I didn't really know anything about him. And then we do actually have a children's book about Banksy, which when I told Sarah what I was going to talk about today, she's like, "Oh yeah, that's real children's related." And I said, "Well, Sarah."
Well, did you know this beforehand, or were you
absolutely not? No, I did not.
When you found it, you're like, "Ha ha!"
It's a new book too. We just got this. I lucked out.
I said, "Just kidding." LOL. JK.
Yeah, so we do actually have a new book about him. It's called Banksy, Graffitied Walls and Wasn't Sorry. It's by Fausto Gilberti. And it's actually a pretty good book, and I think it covers, a good, like, what he does, kind of like his famous things, where he started, how no one knows who he is. So we have that. It's 751.73092 Banksy, and that's, yes, exactly. So if you do have young ones who are interested in painting and art and stuff like that, the 750s is like where you're going to find a lot of the books on that.
Great.
So yeah, there you
nice,
go. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Nicole.
No problem.
Yeah, you hear stories of people buying artwork because they liked it, right? They're like, "Oh, I went to this thrift store and I bought this piece because I really liked it," and then they bring it home.
I go to thrift stores all the time.
Yeah.
And,
no, but then they bring it home, and then someone says, "That's
a Van Gogh."
Oh,
sorry.
Do you have a cat?
Yeah.
So cool. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Nicole and Sarah. I see something exciting you're going to talk about today.
Yes. So as you know, it's a new month. Two things. One is we do have holiday CDs, music CDs everyone likes to take out. And we do have holiday movies that everyone likes to take out on both the adult and children's side. Yes. So on the adult side, I'm not sure what they do on the children's side, but on the adult side, we do pull them and put them on carts.
The DVDs.
Yeah.
And then holiday.
The CDs. The CDs will stay downstairs.
We also do that.
Yep. So they're for easy pickings, if you want to, like, I want a Friday night of fun holiday movies. Yes. Come on in. And the other thing is that we do have some new movies coming up for December.
Cool.
Let's go.
And it comes out, as we know, the 1st and 3rd Friday. And you're going to get a rundown of what will be on that list. So for December, are you guys ready?
Ready.
Cry Macho.
Nope.
You never heard of it?
Nope.
This is Clint Eastwood's film that he directed and starred in.
Damn. I mean, he's... up there. And
91, 92?
Yeah,
he's low
very,
90s. Yeah.
I did not watch it because I don't know if I want to watch that.
If you want to cry, macho.
Yeah. So in 1978, a one-time rodeo star and washed-up horse breeder takes a job from an ex-boss to bring the man's young son home and away from his alcoholic mom. I'm assuming that is Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, he's 91.
So I don't know. Yeah.
I think he really directed it, though.
Yeah,
I do.
of course.
Yeah.
Dwight Yoakam is in it. I do like Dwight
I like
Yoakam.
him.
Yeah. But he has a great filmography. Like a lot of stuff I didn't know he directed besides obvious. But so if you do like Clint Eastwood, check that one out because he is yeah. So the next one is
he's getting up there.
He might not have too many more movies
He's
left.
getting up there.
yeah. I want to say that, but that was what I was choking out. Yeah. The Last Duel. And,
okay. This
Right.
I know. Adam
Okay.
Driver's in this. Yes.
Yes.
No.
No, he isn't he? Adam
Adam
Driver?
Yes, he is. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. He's not. I don't feel like he's good enough to be starred in, but he is on the cover.
And Matt Damon.
Yeah. So it's directed by Ridley Scott.
Yes.
I think Ben Affleck and Matt Damon wrote it.
Yes.
So Jodie Comer is in it, who I love.
Oh yeah. Jodie
Ben
Comer's in
Affleck, Matt Damon, Claire Dunn, Adam Driver. Oh, there he is. Martin Sokas, Harriet Walter, and some other people are in it. And King Charles VI declares the night Jean du Carrouge must settle his dispute with his squire by challenging him to a duel.
Interesting.
And Ridley Scott is also a very great
yeah.
director, so
Well,
check
that's
that
your
out.
Alien man, right?
Did you hear? So that didn't do very well.
Oh, I know.
I know. Well, and then he
It's
had
like
sort
critically
of,
panned, but I
he-
think audiences were
he
like, okay.
blamed-
no,
he
I think
pretty-
it's a
he
reverse.
He blamed millennials for
Yeah.
the millennials did it.
Well, I mean, it is different. I mean, people's tastes have changed,
Yeah.
and speaking of which, movies that are very popular are a lot of action
like
movies,
Marvel.
which segues right into Venom. Let there be carnage,
Okay.
and that is directed by Andy Serkis,
All right.
and he was Gollum.
Yes.
That was his claim.
Did you see this one, Sarah? Yet?
I did.
Okay. And do you
And-
want to give your very quick rating on this one?
I did not enjoy it as much as I enjoyed
The first
the first one,
Okay.
and I only say that because as much as I love Woody Harrelson. I found him to be very clownish in this, and it took away from what I thought he could have. I didn't like the direction he took it in,
Okay.
but that was just me. So Eddie Brock attempts to reignite his career by interviewing serial killer Cletus Cassidy, who becomes the host of the symbiote Carnage and escapes prison after a failed execution. However, it's kind of a love story, so you might like it.
All right.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
nice.
I like Tom Hardy, so
Yeah.
I'm ready.
It was funny, though. I have to say it was funny.
Yeah, I think I'll see when it comes out.
Yeah, the first one was funny,
Yeah, I like
too.
the first
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
The Many Saints of Newark.
Oh.
Okay. Directed by Alan Taylor. I don't know who that is. It stars Michael Gandolfini, who is his son.
Son, yeah.
John Bernthal, who you like.
My man.
Mhm.
Oh.
Vera Farmiga?
Yeah, from Melia.
Yeah.
Familia?
So Ray Liotta
Okay.
and Leslie Odom Jr.
Hmm.
Young Anthony Soprano is growing up in one of the most tumultuous eras in Newark's history, becoming a man just as rival gangsters begin to rise and challenge the all-powerful DeMio crime family's hold over the increasingly race-torn city.
I wouldn't like that movie unless Leslie Odom Jr. says he's going to wait for it. Dun-dun-dun. Get that joke? Do you get that joke, please? No?
Yes.
So the next one is No Time to Die with my man, Daniel Craig.
Oh, yes.
Rat face.
Yeah.
I feel so bad. You know, he listens to the podcast. I know he does.
Yeah, he feels so bad all the way to the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and his rat face. Just
Yeah.
chewing on his money.
Nibbling on the dollar bills. He does not care.
He's just terrible. This is awful.
Oh, come on.
Rats are cute. Even I like rats.
Yeah,
I do. They're smart.
they are smart.
They are.
Yeah, but now when you see him in an interview, you cannot help but see the
Yeah.
resemblance, right?
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that.
Okay, so this has Rami Malek in it, Anna de Armas, Ralph Fiennes, Christoph Waltz, Ben Whishaw, and Rory Kinnear, who I don't know. But Bond has left active service and is enjoying a tranquil life in Jamaica. His peace is short-lived when his old friend Felix Leader from the CIA turns up asking for help. The mission to rescue a kidnapped scientist turns out to be far more treacherous than expected, leading Bond onto the trail of a mysterious villain armed with dangerous new technology.
And that is Daniel Craig's last James Bond movie.
Yeah, and now they're going to be on the lookout for the new Bond. Yeah?
I want it to be
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Should be.
Well, someone else said Henry Cavill.
No,
No.
I think
He's
I think-
kind of
I think
but
it
wasn't
just- it
he
just-
in? No, he was in
Elba
Mission
would be great.
Impossible. Mission Impossible.
I just want him to say,
yeah.
I'm aware of my effect on women.
What about Timothy Chalamet?
Chalamet?
No.
He's like a teeny tiny.
Yeah, no.
He's the smallest bond ever. Just a small
He's
bond.
lanky. Though.
Small bond,
He's
yes.
lanky.
Small bond.
It's probably going to be, you know who it's going to be? It's going to be, he was Thanos. He was in...
Oh, no, I don't think so. He's too old.
Josh
He's
Brolin?
old.
You
No,
think
yeah,
so?
he's too old, yeah.
Oh.
How old
No,
is Daniel
yeah.
Craig?
Yeah. Well, look, and
No,
it does
he's
not,
too
and Bond does not have to be a man, right? I mean, we're
Oh, you know
I
who
think
else?
Bond has to be a
You
You
think
man.
know who
Bond has
else
to be-
they're talking about? I think
Bond has to be a man. That's ridiculous.
Richard, the guy in the Eternals, Richard McFadden,
Oh,
Madden.
the one who played Icarus?
Icarus, yeah, he's in talks or whatever.
okay.
I love him.
I know you love
King
him.
Rob forever. I'm not sure he should be. I think Idris Elba should be. Bond,
Yeah,
but-
Giselle, yeah.
But he's older, too.
Yeah, but don't forget. Look, don't forget. Roger Moore
No, I don't
was
have
an
a problem
older
with it, but I
was
mean,
an
if-
older Bond.
Yeah, but
you know.
but what's his Brolin's a lot older than Idris.
Is
Yeah,
he?
yeah.
I don't think he looks good though.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I can't tell. I think the older you get, you can't tell how. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's like a fuzzy
Like-
area. Yeah.
Like young people probably think he's like ancient.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
ask like a 24-year-old, like Josh Brolin's like 100.
Yeah.
But like me and you were like, oh, is he
Yeah.
like 40?
It's like it's like our age.
Right? Yeah.
Not old. Sure. And finally, the French Dispatch. Dispatch. I don't know why that's so difficult for me to say. The French Dispatch.
Is this Wes Anderson?
It is Wes Anderson.
right.
And speaking of Mr. Timothy Chalamet, he's in this. Adrian Brody, who's been kind of MIA, right?
Yeah.
William Dafoe, Elizabeth Moss, Bill Murray, Tilda Swinton, Edward Norton, Owen Wilson, Christopher Waltz, Benicio del Toro,
So he basically
Wow.
got all his friends to
Frances
be in the
McDormand,
movie.
Liev Schreiber, Angelica Houston, Saoirse Ronan, Jeffrey Wright, and Rupert Friend.
Wow.
Wow.
All-star cast. And this is a love letter to journalists set in an outpost of an American newspaper in a fictional 20th century French city that brings to life a collection of stories published in the French Dispatch. It's a comedy / drama / romantic comedy.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah,
It's got something for everybody.
It's part of the Disney live action series. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah.
So is that going to be on? Is that on Disney Plus?
Disney Plus, too.
Maybe.
Well, it's rated R, so I don't think so.
No, it'll be on Hulu then.
Yeah, it'll be on
Well,
Hulu.
eventually
probably.
on Hulu. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I get Hulu. I'll watch that.
Yeah, so I mean, actually, everything here is R except for No Time to Die and Venom, I think.
You know, I know we've mentioned this before, but I think it's kind of great that we're actually have movies coming out again. Because
Yeah.
remember how long it was where it was just like, there's nothing out, you know? It was like straight to video stuff was being released.
And it was not very good.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Sarah.
You're welcome.
And thank you all for listening. That does it for another episode. You know, next week is our 200th episode of the podcast. And let me temper expectations right now. We're probably not going to do anything crazy special. I tried getting Keanu to come call in. It's not going to happen. But we'll do something. We'll do something
You'll get to
interesting.
hear us eat cake.
We'll do something. We'll do something interesting
ASMR.
for our
Yeah.
200th. I just thinking about 200 weeks. If you put it in that respect, that we actually have done this for 200 weeks is pretty amazing.
That's how many years?
We're coming up to
Four?
I think four. We're coming up to
Four-ish?
4 years. Yeah, coming up to 4 years.
208 will be
yeah.
4,
So,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Yes, that happens. I think sometime in February.
That's crazy.
So yeah, I was listening to our first couple of episodes as a group.
Yeah.
You know, the Sarah Nicole. Sal group, and we kind of sound the same.
No improvement whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
Okay, cool.
Actually, we devolved a little.
Yeah, we got worse. We
Yes,
definitely
very
got worse.
much, yeah. Like, all right. But if you want to listen to those older episodes or read our show notes, you can go to our website, mcplpodcast.com. If you have an idea for a future show, email us, podcast@mcplibrary.org. So for Sarah Fade and Nicole Rambo, I'm Sal DiVincenzo. We'll see you on the next show.